would you live in this world, Chris?
In this forest?
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of pollen in the air.
Do you not see these like 10-foot fucking like?
There is a lot of I am
these
already...
like 10-foot like what are those called? Dragonflies?
Yeah,
no, thank
that
you.
would be. Dude, I had a fucking fight with a dragonfly in my backyard one time.
Oh yeah.
He kept
Yeah.
flying down and like fucking with me and like flying into my face. And I'd be like, "Go away!" And I keep like screaming, and then he'd like fly away like hundreds of miles
I'm
into
trying
the
to
air.
fucking get this.
He'd fly into the stratosphere and come back down and fuck with me again.
Yeah.
And he came back like 20 times. It was pissing me off.
Now, are people gonna draw him next to the giant crab and the 30,000 foot brontosaurus, Chris?
30,000 foot.
You psycho.
Okay, so one time,
You liar.
Well, no, I'm not a liar. One time I was on the internet and I was very gullible, and it said biggest dinosaur ever discovered, and it said that it was so big that its heads would be sometimes in the clouds. And I believed it because I'm an idiot.
Wait,
I was like, well, that's possible. Anything's possible. And then I told Jeff about it, and he made serious fucking fun of me.
I just said like 737s fly at like 20 to 30,000 feet.
And then they were like, Chris, its fucking weight would fucking crush its own body. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. The bigger you are, the stronger you are.
What are you talking
It would
about?
be several miles high. That's the problem here.
Yeah, and like, why did I believe that, Jeff?
What were you referring to?
It was a fucking dinosaur I saw on the internet. It wasn't even
No.
fucking. Just some fucking sick bastard made it.
You're
I don't
just a
know.
gullible child, Chris. It's okay.
I was learning. You know what, Jeff? I didn't know anything back then.
I know.
Oh shit, there's no grind thing here.
God of War's got climbing. We got to do also climbing.
But we might as well give you his same weapon.
I told you about the God of War composer story thing, right?
No.
What's that?
Where when I was like 16 or 17, I made that God of War 2 theme.
Oh yeah,
Cartoon.
The whole Devil's Pot of Tea.
Yeah, I made that, and then he sent me an email, the composer God of War, and he was like, that was fucking awesome, I want to show this at an award show. And then I responded, I shat my pants, I was like, oh my fucking god! And then I emailed him back, and I was like, yes, please, dear God! But then I guess he just kind of forgot about it, and he didn't respond. And then for days, I was just like, oh, what do I do? And then I literally looked up his number online, and I called him, and he answered, and I was like, hey, I'm the guy who made the God of War 2 theme. And he was just like, oh, hey, man. How are you doing? And I was like, I'm good. And he's like, yeah, well, that awards thing, that they told me that they wouldn't let me use it, but it's really nice to hear from you. And then he just talked to me like really nicely for fucking like 40 minutes straight, and he was the nicest fucking guy ever.
Wow.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Just so you know, there's another company called Yada Games, or Yada Game Studio or something like that actually was founded after our Yada, by all counts that I've been able to check in on.
Right.
But they're somehow associated with some shitty mobile game called like Mafia City.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, I haven't done a lot of research into this. This is mostly based on a phone call, but it seems like the way they populate a lot of the random avatars in their game is literally just ripping people's actual faces off like Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this lady was crazy or what, but I one day get this call from an angry mom to our voicemail. We don't even have we didn't have a real phone number that actually goes to a phone. We just goes to a voicemail, and then we'd return the call if it sounded like not stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, this woman just seemed really upset. She's talking about like suing us and stuff. So like I'm like, all right, maybe I should like at least clear this one up. So I called her back and explained to her that like her being angry lasted only about like the first like minute until like I got it in her head that okay, that's not us, that's actually another company that's using our name. And the truth was, even at the time, we were thinking about maybe even pursuing legal action to make them stop.
So wait, what was the what was the thing she was mad about?
I forgot to she claims that her like 13-year-old daughter's face is in this fucking game about like, you know, selling drugs and fucking whores or whatever.
That's fucking messed up.
And so if that's true, like I think she was totally justified in being mad, and I basically told her that I'm like, that's really messed up. Like, I'm sorry to hear that's happened to you, but I have literally no contact with these people. They have nothing to do with our company. They just happen to also have Yada in the name of their company. But she then used that opportunity to just like sort of, you know,
yell at you,
tug on my ear for the next like 20 minutes. So I did stay on the line with her because I didn't want her to think I was like rude or mean or make a bad impression on the company.
You make it sound like you're a suicide hotline. I legally couldn't hang up.
I could legally hang up. I care about Yada. I didn't want us to like get bad press for something that was avoidable.
That company, fuck them.
I was playing VR chat and I went into the Great Pug, you know, the bar in the game, and there was a guy doing Goku. He had Goku skin and he had a really good mic and he was doing the perfect Goku impression, and it really felt like I was talking to Goku. It was fucking really weird.
Did you feel embarrassed?
No, like I thought he was using a soundboard because his microphone was so good and it was such a spot-on impression. I went in and he's like, "Hello, sir, how are you doing today?" And I was like, good. And then he was like, "Well, you can take a seat right over there." I'm like, "Wait, I thought that was a soundboard." And he was like, "No, I'm me." And I was like, "What the fuck?" But it was like the weirdest, like it really. I felt like a kid, like talking to Goku. It was the weirdest thing.
I'm just imagining you like shutting down. what do I say?
I've never run into a situation where I'm like, that could really be him. Like that could actually be the voice actor.
I'm talking to the SpongeBob.
It was spot on.
That wasn't the real Goku, I'm sorry to say.
It might have been.
How do you know?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know anything.
What makes you feel like it's the real Goku?
Because Goku's gotta be real somewhere.
Especially on VR chat out there in the multiverse.
How can such a likable character not be real, you know?
If someone came up with him, they must have met him.
Oh, Magikarp is my name. Killing myself is my game. Oh.
I would hate to find out Goku's real.
Why?
That's the last character I want to know is real.
Why?
People that strong existing?
Why?
Something bad's gonna happen.
He saves the Earth like 14
Also,
times.
bad people come to the Earth to kill everybody here. To kill all the people down on the Earth. They're gonna kill the people. They're coming down to kill us because of the Goku.
But yeah, no, that did hit you like twice.
You know
in
what?
One,
you know, I
yeah.
have an interesting story. I've said before, but I like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll like hallucinate something.
Yeah.
Like as I wake up. And last night I woke up.
Great.
You woke up the beast, Zach. You
No,
woke
I
up
woke
the
it-
beast
no,
when
no.
you challenged
I've
me.
never, whenever I have those, I've never woken up and like, sometimes, you know, I'll wake up and I'll see like a little robot or something or like a weird little thing, but it's always inanimate. But last night I woke up to a fucking, like a thing that I woke up talking, I was talking when I woke up. And it was asking me a question. It was like a big fucking scary robot thing. And I was talking to it. It was asking me a question. I remember waking up and going, no, I'm not going to do that. And then it went away, but I yelled.
Have you ever like...
That was fucking horrible and haunting. I couldn't get back to sleep.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Imagine waking up talking to something you're actually seeing that vanishes after you're done talking to it. That's what I fucking experienced at like 3 a.m. yesterday.
That happens to you all the time.
It's always been inanimate though. It's always like I wake up and I'll see something.
So it was a robot?
It was like a thing with a machine gun. I don't know. It was like a face, scary face right in my face. And it had like a big machine gun on it. It was fucking weird. I can't describe it.
You're slipping away from this reality and into the Final Fantasy world.
No, I could see if you're a spiritual person, if that could happen, if you wake up talking to something that disappears, I could see you go, it's from a different plane of existence, man. But in my head, it was just me fucking having a horrible, evil fucking thing happen to my brain.